Baba is again in his pink coat, his pajamas. He's got a very big smile on his face and he's standing with his hand on his and he's asking and he's saying, on which I will talk today, what is your happiness score?
Okay.
What is your happiness score? So I was saying Baba loves you all and he's saying that, as I've always said, don't worry, be happy. Which means your happiness score should be 11 out of 10, which comes from the fact that you have first accepted that you need to be in the mode of surrenderance, and therefore nothing should really bother you or waver your mind from thinking that my Baba is not with me. Or even for that fact, whomever you believe in, whomever you take as your spiritual master, someone who is in charge and someone who is working for your own interest. And hence, this comes from the test of endurance. When you go through the complete cycle, trials and tribulations, ups and downs, the good and the not so good, the happy moments, the sad moments, sometimes mentally very devastating moments, what do you then? What do you do then? You feel very hopeless and helpless, don't you? And that's the time when you think nothing works, you just give up. And in the same breath, you surrender, isn't it? And you say, whatever. Because you get to a stage where you feel, what next can I do? But if you if you have that faith and you've gone through that test of endurance and you say, someone else is in charge of my well-being, right? That's when you start moving, shifting from that space of hopelessness and helplessness to being more hopeful and more joyful. Because you know, eventually, whatever is the outcome, is a decision is going to be as per my spiritual masters. And Baba saying on a daily basis, your happiness score should be 10 out of 10. In the universe, in the world, there is never going to be a perfect moment, right? You have the storms, you have the upheavals, you have change in weather, you've got calamities, you've got personal challenges, right? Physical challenges, mental challenges. And that will always bring your which will always dampen your mood, dampen your spirits, right? But when you wake up in the morning and say, my happiness score today is 10 out of 10, and you keep remembering that throughout the day, then you are actually working in that direction, right? You're not letting the circumstances around you, yes, they could be challenging, they could be difficult, but you accept them and you bring a good paradigm shift to your thinking, right? That no, everything is good, it is going to be as it is going to be, it is going to be 10 out of 10, right? And it also comes from the fact you have faith, you believe in a power which can work in your interest, which can deliver in your interest, right? And hence, that spiritual quotient is very, very important. You may start at, say, 2, but you've got to gradually build it up, right? If you're going to be constant and stagnant at one, at one level, then you do not experience what it could be raising the bar, right? If you try and raise your bar from 2 to 3, 3 to 4, so on and so forth, it's only then you realize what the high can be, correct? A very, a very um, related example I can give is, when you're having a nice drink, you start with the small, right? You then build it up, isn't it? Because you're feeling nice about it, and then you get another high and you get another kick, right? Isn't it?
Yep.
But if you're, and I'm not saying that that's good to do, drinking is not good, or I'm just giving an example that when you're indulging in something, right, then you're indulging for a different level of experience, isn't it? So why not raise the bar? Why not look forward to that raised experience or that high in your day-to-day existence? Is it so difficult? Actually, it is not. But because we get so caught up or carried away with our immediate circumstances and situations around us that we do not keep that window open, where we can see, in close distance or a bit far away, that yes, besides that dampened environment, there is also sunshine somewhere. But because we have such a clouded vision, correct, we don't extend ourselves to seeing beyond that. A very small but very powerful talk today, that keep your happiness score distinction level and beyond. And only you can do that for yourself. No one else can do that for yourself, for you. You've got to tell yourself every morning when you wake up, what is my happiness? And of course, you build up your happiness score through a lot of test of endurance. When you endure, when you get chiseled, when you see the different life experiences, right? It makes you wiser, it makes you smarter, it makes you get into that space of acceptance and not being in denial, right? So when you accept the situation that you are in, and it can only get better with a positive thinking, only then you will see a change happening. If someone is terminally ill, one doesn't give up hope, right? You are still hoping for a miracle, isn't it? Which may happen or which may not happen. It. But you are resting your hope on a team of doctors, a team of carers who are constantly working for your betterment, right? So you don't give up hope, even though you know that probably there's a huge challenge, but you still live with the hope may just change. So we all have to live mode of one, accepting what we are and what is as of now and as of today for us, and it can only get better. So I would like to leave it on that, because I think even though it is short and sweet, it's very powerful. What is your happiness score means a lot. So I was asking, what's your happiness score?